It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun for the kids. It's all about them getting an opportunity to play on a big stage. And get to showcase your talent. This has nothing to do with us as coaches. It's all about trying to let these guys have an opportunity to live out their dream.
What's the biggest kind of lesson or maybe thing that you talk to them about?
Well, I haven't had a chance to talk to them about, but just be yourself and stay true to yourself and find people around you that have the same common goal to get bigger and better.
Why is it important to kind of showcase your talent on the stage for everyone to kind of see?
Well, it's simple. Not everybody can go to a Power 5 conference. Not everybody's family can afford, $40, $50, $60,000 a year. You have to go play to be seen, and that's what we're trying to do, is give these kids who want to play and want to be big league ball players a chance and opportunity to be seen, and based on the first half numbers, just look at the end of the year numbers that they're here, and that's all part of it. Plus, we also understand that not everybody's going to be a big league ball player, but you can still work in front office and around the game you love, and so it's an opportunity for them to really get to see guys who work in front offices and network. It's a little networking for them, and if they don't make it, they have an opportunity to call some of these people and look for a job.
Talk about that aspect of it as well, like the off-field activities you guys are doing to incorporate that kind of stuff into what you're doing this weekend.
Well, part of it is you have to do a little philanthropy from the NCAA, but for the most part, we try to have these kids have a good time and hang out and get a chance to know one another, and become friends. But you have to do things you don't want to sometimes to get to the things you want. And preach that as a parent sometimes. I need you to clean up your room. I need you to do this before you go outside. It's almost the same thing. You gotta do the work for the community. You're gonna play, but you got to do some work for the community, and maybe somebody recognize you in that aspect, and you're off and running there too. So it's this weekend for them is a chance to go out and play, be seen, whether you get drafted or not. That's out of our control as coaches and organizers. But you have a part of us in you that is going to go a long way. You can pick up the phone and say, hey, do you know such and such from here? Could you give them a call? I'm looking for a job. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that. So you're part of our little alumni, that you go a long way.
You're always going to be respected. What's it like to still be listened to by a younger generation?
It's a little weird sometimes. No, it's not. I mean, I think in general, baseball kids are different. So it is what it is. I mean, number one, we have to, as adults, make sure they're doing the right thing. I mean, we have I don't even know how to say this, but based on the world we live in, you can't really discipline your kids. I'm not saying put your hands on them, but discipline them when they understand right from wrong. So when they come in, and you ain't gotta like me, but you're gonna respect me, and then you're gonna understand that I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for, number one, your safety. And kids don't really understand that when a parent says no sometimes, it's not that they're trying to say no. It's for your own good and your own safety. And, sometimes when you're 13 through 17, you'll understand that. But as you get older, you have kids, now you understand. I just don't understand how my parents had more money when I had kids than when I was growing up in their house. Because all I heard was no. They have yet to say no to my kids, and mine are 23 to 31. They still saying yes. Watch. Boy, they'll be here in a couple minutes. One of them gonna ask them a question, he'll be like, yes. Well, I'm gonna ask him the same question. He gonna tell me no.
One of the things they talked about at the presser, attention bringing funds. A lot of HBCUs don't have radar technology, and data is a big part of baseball. What do you think an event like this helps to do outside of just playing the game?
It gives them an opportunity to be seen. I mean, that's the thing, yes, and you are correct about that. Not everyone has a place. We're hoping that we'll try to get 2 or 3 spots over the next couple of years that, that'll have it so they can, when they come in, they can, get their information out. Because once you get your information out, you have an opportunity to be seen. And that's, like I said, that's all we're trying to do, to get these kids to be seen and heard. An opportunity for them to be drafted and live out their dream like I lived out mine.
How do you assess? Because this is year 3 of a vision that you've had. You talked about some of the long-term goals. How do you assess the progress of the Swingman Classic from your idea to where it is in year 3?
It was funny. The idea came like 5 years prior to the actual first game. And, it couldn't happen at a better place in Seattle to start, in my backyard. And, it's grown. People have, talked about it. It's getting bigger and bigger. The talent is getting better and better. The first year, it's trial and error. And then the second year, hey, we got to switch things up. This year, it was pretty much, all right, there we go. We think we got it. But it's still, it's still about the kids. It's not about us. I think I can't stress that enough. It is not about, Ken Griffey Jr., it's about the kids having an opportunity to go out and play. We just have, coaches who have played, so they get, opportunity to see big league coaches. We have Hawk Andre over there, who, is a Hall of Famer and came from HBCU. That's what was important for me to bring him here, is so these kids can see that he went there and he did it. So anything's possible. Sometimes, when kids, especially kids, they don't see anybody that looks like them. They can't relate to anything that goes on. But to see, a couple guys, Ricky Weeks, Vince Coleman, who've been here, and Hawk being a Hall of Famer, anything is possible. And that's what I want the kids to understand, that hey, these kids are just like you when they were kids. Now it's an opportunity for you to showcase your talent and try to replicate what he did.
One more question, guys. One more question.
Sure. Real quick, you've already talked about the takeaways that you want to see. How do you see this evolving and really leaving just a deeper footprint, on the game?
Right. Just having more kids, with it, the scouting, getting kids at an earlier age, getting back into baseball. You see the drop in baseball, trying to get these young kids to see, hey, okay, I can play this game. I could be out here. The more eyes we see at the ages of 7 to 12, the better off we're going to be in the long run.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you.